Utie oha echi ponkno. Needs FM.
Edem nyumtini eni nkomo ni esi me so na pay wate ni amaba adiamamo brebi etwem nkoma wode to dwa ni esi yenko amano so na yenene ni nkomo. Good morning, Edem.
Good morning, boss.
How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm very well. Chino still am I? Oh.
I'll do the English. I'll try when I get the cheat to fix somewhere.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Right. So first of all, now sorry, Saturday Utimiko VGMA Snibiana Usho Fiana now, baby.
Me die.
Oh die.
Yeah, I was sleeping.
Oh, is it say you've lost interest in VGMAs? Oh, my mom invite and I saying
I've not lost interest at all. I love the industry, but I went to do other things and I was tired. And
okay.
Aside that, I wasn't a nominee, and there wasn't a full need for my team to attend.
Okay, I'm sure you've heard. What happened? The Brawl, Stonebwoy, Shatta Wale, and just as being reported, the two of them are in the police grips now. What do you make of all that happened? Took place at the VGMAs.
Well, I think all that happened is actually a build-up. And if anybody you speak about it, you might want to look at the root of the issue. But at the long and short, it's not right. It doesn't send a good message about us as a people. We'll have a big show like that calls all industry people, and then there's an issue of that sort. So it's totally wrong. Totally wrong.
Well, I'm sure, again, to you are not surprised because this morning, one of the interviews that you had on radio that we've played to our listeners, you predicted, you actually foresaw this one happening, that yes, it has come to a stage where now musicians go to shows and at least a member of a team carries gun with him. So for how long has this been going on?
I can't say how long this has been going on. All I can say is that when I did that interview, it was 2nd November 2018.
Right.
And this is the question I was asked. Asana, I gave that answer. I was asked that, do I believe in beef? And I said, no, I don't believe in beef. The Western culture has taught us that beef is what makes industries grow. But that was when there was Biggie and Tupac. And now, even they have outgrown it, and what actually is making their industry grow, their partnerships. And the reason why I don't believe in beef is that no matter how you look at it, ebe escalating into something bigger, because fans and media and factions fuel it. And as I speak to them, we are the artists on the ground. We know what is happening, and I can comfortably tell them, say, every artist moves around and try to be protected because Obi and feel safe anymore. And nobody's camp wants to feel like we are the weak camp. And nobody's camp is feeling secure. And it is not right for us to beef. And I'd rather we all try to be brothers and colleagues and work together. And so I am not shocked that it escalates to this level.
Mm-hmm. Do you carry guns with you when you go for shows?
I protect myself. When there's a need for me, I protect myself.
How is this protection done? How do you do it?
No, I go to shows with my military escort. I go to shows with my head of security, who has military training and intelligence.
So, is it amongst yourself that you don't feel safe? You think that maybe one person is going to attack the other, or maybe security in the country in general that you guys are complaining about, you don't feel safe about? What exactly is the issue?
No, once you are getting to a level where we are relevant, we are a public figure, and then industry is designed in such a way that anybody can speak to anybody anyhow, and there are no bodies to quickly step up and say, hey, both of you shouldn't do that anymore, or else you may affect certain types of stringent measures, and people will only discuss it, and our fans will fuel it. You want to make sure, say, if your partner feels like he's 2 times prepared, obey it 3 times prepared. That's the logic, and build it up. You know, like I said from the beginning, way build it up over time. Maybe Exxon in Chicago, if they hadn't squashed it, it would have built up to the same thing. You know, so it's just the build up. Emma Obia Philly said lately, everybody is feeling fun. It's a WOCO program.
Okay. Now, how do you think we can curb this? How do we crack the whip on this thing that's been going on, kind of guns where musicians go to shows? How do we deal with it?
Well, I would tackle this, and I'm going to tackle away from 3 or 4 angles. One, if you say the artists have to be more responsible, in the sense that we have to begin to deliberately tell me, and you don't like it, you have to take the right measures to make sure, say, you put the person in the place where the entire country knows that you don't like it. Secondly, I think that we have to rewrite the story, and we have to let the media also start to rewrite the story where certain funny statements shouldn't be put out. For example, yes, it's been ages. I will call interview. The first thing they will ask you is that artist A and artist B, who do you think is the best? Interviews have done it all over the years. We can be the country to stop it. You don't need to know if artist A or artist B who is better, because it's a God-given talent. Thirdly, I think the security agencies have to gather the artists and people who are in the music business, let them understand what they can do and what they cannot do. And last but not the least, the Felicia bodies that are there and institutions that are supposed to pass laws, maybe Ghana Peace Council, National Center for Civic Education, maybe Ghana Institute of Journalism, the bodies, Ministry of Tourism, Creative Arts and Culture, National Communications Authority. All these people have to put stringent measures in place. Maybe if you say this or you do this, we are going to ban you on radio for 6 months, or we are going to pull a string for you, or we are going to lay an embargo on you. And if you listen, all these measures will help for people to be in line.
2 questions, maybe. Then I'll leave you. First of all, what would you prescribe? I mean, some have said that the awards that were given to these 2 people should be taken from them by Charterhouse. That some form of at least punishment should go for them. What do you think? Should they be given some punishment for what they did?
I don't think that Charterhouse as an event organization have right to give anybody a punishment if I understand how things work. But I think that the law always will take its course. So whatever justice is served, has to be respected.
You mentioned about Exdo and Chicago and how they managed to at least pull a break on their beef. What advice do you have for these 2 colleagues of yours, Shatta Wale and Stonebwoy? What would you say to them?
Well, what I'll say to them is that the music should be bigger than just us individuals. And I say this everywhere. Say, once we begin to have a voice as young people, I will say impact Ghana in a very positive and a very great way. And so let's try to see how you better join the forces and go global and put our country on the map. There is Togo, there is Benin, there's Kenya, there's Cote d'Ivoire. There are more territories to conquer with the music. So let's try to rise above differences and try to grow the music beyond the shores of Ghana.
We appreciate your time with us this morning. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
Right, Edem Yumtuni, and pay neat 100 point na Ghana Munti Suno near D and Komokakra, or no sooner dream. Ye see, I were VGMS, and also unfortunately, no crowd yet what I went to me. I'm shabby, but at least when him near see, when him near cost so, and what they crowd their brain. No messages ni being so, and that's what I'm saying. So,